Hello and welcome to Overtime. I'm Drew Collins. This is the Brody Black Eyed Peas game. But first, I got a feeling Peck is living up to the hype. Zion Brima pumps it up. Pecatonica's Batman shines his Brody black light in the air, and the night appears. Hey Scott, it's an exciting time to be an Ice Hogs fan, and I'm sure many of them are going to make the trip here in Milwaukee. Man from 5 to 1. 8 interceptions, I believe, if not more. A couple were for pick sixes. Every game I went to, he was in the end zone defensively. The kid's special, like you said, only a sophomore. And I'm Drew Collins. We love that you join us on Valentine's Day night for some hoops action. Cooper Hoffman rocks that body for the Jelly Lay. He finished with a chill 21. Black gets to the baseline. He delivers the boom, boom, pow. Icing on the cake. Adriana Whipple whips it to Addison Whipple. Whip it real good like the 80s band, shout out Devo. And this party is at Duran. Elena Rager is bringing the cookies. She finished with 26 points and she only played 2 quarters. The Byron boys basketball team had the deepest run of any local team last season. The Tigers finished 3rd in the state. His finest, Landon Carnegie. He breaks some ankles and nearly breaks mine here at the goal line. Going into this game, it was a matchup of Jamani Muhammad's speed on the edge and North's speed on defense. What did you see when those 2 units were on the field? The East E-Rabs finished strong. They won 8 of their last 9 games, and this past Wednesday, they handed Guilford its only conference loss. These 2 rivals have a lot of respect for each other. Tonight, they came together to show their support for the Workman family. Lutheran player Bain Workman has been sidelined all season while recovering treatment for cancer. The 2 schools presented the Workmans with a check to help with his medical expenses, and fans from both schools wore gold to also show their support. Earlier this week, the Hononegah Indians wrapped up the NIC-10 Girls Championship. It's the 5th straight season they finished on top. And we began with the crowning of a NIC-10 champion or co-champions. 3 teams started tonight hoping to claim at least a piece of the championship. And Dominic Kelly, like you said, he can throw the ball, he can run. He's always looking for his teammates to get open. If they're not open, he's going to make a play himself. Now let's watch him score on offense. A beautiful rainbow flick right into the breadbasket of Braden Knoll. And Mr. Knoll has been elite this year because nobody has been able to stop that speed. 2-point conversion attempts. And watch this Halloween trick or treat. In around the Dawson Criddle, and he throws on the run, and Brock Wagner pulls out the toe tapper out of his bag. This goes down as one of the best 2-point conversions I've ever seen.
There's a big boy duo in the trenches over at Hononegah, and they happen to have the same last name on the back of their jerseys. Welcome the Benson brothers. Jacob and Maximus Benson are manning down both the guard positions this year for Hononegah. Jacob is big bro. He's 6'4", 290 pounds, and in his senior season. Meanwhile, Maximus is little big bro. He's 6'2", 295 pounds, and a junior. Both of them have earned the honor of the team captain badge.
I think that they are leaders for the rest of the line. I think that a lot of the team looks to them as leadership because they've been there, they've done that, you know, and they got that experience.
Team leaders is an understatement for these 2 young men. Respect is earned, and all this hard work didn't start recently. These boys have been at it since they were little.
Well, when we were younger, my dad used to always talk about, you know, having J. Benson and M. Benson on the back of our jerseys, and I only thought we were going to play together for 1 year, which is this year, but my brother, you know, he put in the work for his sophomore year, and we've played together 2 years in a row, and we're blessed, man. I couldn't have asked for anything better.
With all this hard work on the field comes with the respect they treat others with off the field. Not to mention they both have GPAs over a 4.0 grade average.
Be tough on the field, you should also be nice off the field, and you should always kind of take the role as the leader, you know, try and inspire the other guys on your team, you know, just always be nice to everybody outside of school, you know, just try and be as compassionate as possible no matter what, to your teammates, to your parents, to everybody.
We're like best friends, like we do everything together, so we've always seen eye to eye pretty much on everything, and we've been really close our whole life, so that chemistry is just next level. Like in everything we do, whether it's video games or football, we always just have that natural chemistry.
But chemistry isn't created without competition as an ingredient. Little bro Maximus gave his flowers to Jacob, even though they will always compete.
Honestly, ever since we were younger, even when I was like 6 years old, I loved to talk trash to him. You know, he was very sweet to me, you know, because he's an older brother. He was always nice to me, but I loved to talk smack to him, I don't lie.
He likes to talk to me, like talk crap to me. He always has, and whenever like we line up against each other in board drills, sometimes it's the most competitive rep out of anybody I ever go against, because it, you know, he always talks about it, we always talk about it at home, and then it finally happened, and we just want to beat each other.
The Bensons are those classic football players who play aggressive and tough on the field, but when off the field, they're just super nice guys.
Yeah.
Rockford Park District put together the Rockford football training camp this year, and Bears running back Roshan Johnson took part in the free football camp that had kids ages 5 to 14 in Rockford.
1, 2, 3, onward!
Hundreds of youngins took part in the event, and they weren't the only ones getting in on the fun. Some of our local high school coaches and players helped lead the event to help the young kids look up to. Roshan believes he wouldn't be where he is today without events like this when he was growing up.
Yeah, I think it's really cool just to experience, like you said, not only just the youth, but also the high school kids to also come out and interact with the youth, and just for them to see, the game of football on different levels. So from high school all the way up to the pros, it's definitely a special event, and I'm glad to be a part of it. The benefit from this is far greater than what any dollar amount could be. So, I mean, especially when it comes to free camps, I feel like why not? I can't, help but to think back on how much it impacted me just to see, professional athletes come back and do stuff like this, host camps, and just interact with us. So it definitely did a major thing for me, and it inspired me to, strive and be the best that I could be so I could be in their shoes.
And with the season just around the corner, I had to ask Roshan a question regarding the up-and-coming NFL season for all the Bears fans in Rockford.
Yeah, offseason is going great. Ben Johnson, he's doing a great job of installing everything and bringing in a new type of culture, a new type of feel to the program. And I'm excited. I think it's a real exciting just to be a Bears fan, just to be a Bears player, and just be a part of it. I think we got some good things to look ahead of.
Let's go, 2, 2, 3,
The Jefferson Jayhawks have one of the best players in the Nick 10. LaShawn Gathright is a star running back and defensive end. He's a serious candidate for many of the prestigious Nick 10 awards, including both the Nick 10 Offensive and Defensive MVP awards. Coach Cody Casaza said LaShawn is the hardest working kid he knows, and more importantly, the leader of the locker room for the Jayhawks.
Yeah, LaShawn is the ultimate voice in our locker room. He is the locker room leader. When he speaks, people listen. So he's that connection between our coaching staff and the locker room that we need. What makes him special is his work ethic, his determination, his drive. Coached a lot of good players playing in the league right now, players playing in Power 5. LaShawn has a better motor, more heart than any kid I've ever coached before.
LaShawn believes the intensity he uses during practice elevates the way he plays under the lights.
Let's look at the guys on my team. I just know how much they need me and how much I need them. And I just execute and I try to do my best. For me, I take practice more serious than games so I can prepare myself right for the game.
When it's game time for the Jayhawks, there's no bigger playmaker on the field than when 23 is ready to go. In Week 4 against Harlem, LaShawn rushed for 330 yards and 5 touchdowns, one of the best performances ever in Nick 10 history. Through 6 games on the season, he had nearly 800 rushing yards and 9 touchdowns. And when he's not scoring the ball on the offense, he's probably doing so on the defense. He has 2 pick sixes this season alongside a handful of sacks and tackles for loss.
You know you got a dog you can rely on out there. And LaShawn's just a kid that, I know I can rely on him in crunch time. When it's 4th and 1 on offense or defense, I know that's a kid that is going to fight to either get the stop or get the yard we need.
LaShawn loves playing both sides of the ball and credits his mental game to staying hungry on every down of the game.
It's really a mental game. Once you get, it's not really a physical game for me. It's more mental than physical for me personally. It's just how you approach it. And I approach it and I want to win. I just stay hungry and I stay grinding. I love playing running back, love running the ball, but I love me some defense.
You said you enjoy hitting guys.
I love hitting some guys.
Gathright went over 1,000 yards rushing tonight. You could make a case for Gathright as the Nick 10's MVP on offense and on defense this season.
The community of Pecatonica was ready to rumble in Normal, Illinois at ISU. The Lady Indians face Elgin St. Edward in the Final Four, 1 game away from the state championship. Buckle up for the Rager show. Elena dropped 25 points and 5 three-pointers, and in her own words, she was all gas, no brakes. Peck led the entire game, but St. Edward's Savannah Lynch led her squad with 17 points. Hand off to Kiana Degner. She finishes this one and finished with 15 points. Peyton Thomas to Degner for the and one. The seniors stepped up big, and the Lady Indians weren't letting off that gas pedal. This would be the golden ticket to the golden game. Peck wins it 54-41, and it's safe to say the Lady Indians are excited for the finale.
There is a little bit of a sense of like, holy cow, we are playing for the state title, and it's an awesome feeling for our community and for our school and team. So,
I've never seen a group of girls like this. I feel like in past years there's been not very well senior-led teams, but I feel like this is a very well senior-led team. We all just want to win at the end of the day. Heck yeah, I really want to win. I think it would be cool if we went to state. We already are at state, but our boys as well, because they're a very good team. I mean, I want to get that championship. Who doesn't want to get first place?
Excited. I'm proud of all the girls on the team, and it was a full team effort. Everybody contributed, and the community and the student body to be here to back us was amazing.
We all rally around each other so well, and then when something good happens, we're so happy for one another, and then after the games we celebrate one another. So it's just a fun atmosphere to be in. It's great. All gas, no brakes, as Kiana says. We're just ready to play. We want to play, box out, go in, and just play our game.